and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to his right. It's Hill. Complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yards.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Miami set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On target over the middle to Hill. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Gets this one to Hill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big...
And this is, oh, my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams, 28 yards. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. From midfield, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 25 on second down, Tua. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins! Cedric Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. Looking deep for Adams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign, but it's understandable.
And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed, indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild... All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Sends it out to the sideline. This is Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Carr now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 36 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw him with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you, and this just envelops it and brings it in.
3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some room to maneuver.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Perryman there to bring him down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Tua. He completes it to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tua to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Cedric Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually.
And this is caught inside the 5.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
45 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that. Another pass play to finalize things off.
Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw.
They'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Tua now on first down. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going in. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
Throwing again on second down.
Tua
throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Wow, great grab by Wilson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Carr going to throw here. Looking deep for Adams.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He hits Adams complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now. In the football game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 34 yards. And the Raiders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for in the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, Hill, great grab.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign.
Like